Hi, my name's Mary Livoni. I'm on the board at the Chicago Literary Hall of Fame. I'm an artist, and what I read has been an influence in my artwork for some time. I brought the writers I admired right into my studio. I had quotes that I liked and that inspired me pinned on my studio walls. And a few years ago, I decided to make that connection even more explicit to people who didn't know me by collaborating directly with writers I admired. And that's what brought me to the Hall of Fame. And with that little bit of background, I have chosen to read a little bit of Pet Milk from the coast of Chicago. This is a very battered copy, as you can see. I brought it with me in 1995 to hear Stuart read for the first time. And I told him that I was an artist, and he very kindly inscribed my book. And then I got to hear him read, which was fantastic. So, here we go. I'd like to say, too, that part of the appeal for me with Pet Milk is I spent many hours with my grandmother at her kitchen table, and right away recognized the feeling that opens this story. Today I've been drinking instant coffee and Pet Milk and watching it snow. It's not that I enjoy the taste especially, but I like the way Pet Milk swirls in the coffee. Actually, my favorite thing about Pet Milk is what the can opener does to the top of the can. The can is unmistakable, compact, seamless looking. Its very shape suggesting that it could condense milk without any trouble. The can opener bites in neatly, and the thick liquid spills from the triangular gouge with a different look and viscosity than milk. Pet Milk isn't real milk. The color's off to start with. There's almost something of the past about it. My grandmother always drank it in her coffee. When friends dropped over and sat around the kitchen table, my grandma would ask, "Do you take cream and sugar?" Pet Milk was the cream. There was a yellow plastic radio on her kitchen table, usually tuned to the polka station, though sometimes she'd miss it by a half a notch and get the Greek station instead, or the Spanish, or the Ukrainian. In Chicago, where we lived, all the incompatible states of Europe were pressed together down at the staticky right end of the dial. She didn't seem to notice, as long as she wasn't hearing English. The radio, turned low, played constantly. Its top was warped and turning amber on the sides where the tubes were. I remember the sound of it on winter afternoons after school, as I sat by her table watching the Pet Milk swirl and cloud in the steaming coffee, and noticing, outside her window, the sky doing the same thing above the railroad yard across the street. This is my contribution to Quarantine Classics, an excerpt from Pet Milk from the coast of Chicago by Stuart Dybek. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, we'd like to hear a contribution from you too. Think about what your favorite Chicago story or poem or essay might be and read a little bit of it for us. Thanks so much.